welcome to our live, The Truth About the Rapture. The Rapture Explained. This is a message from the source, from your truth, your core, your essence, to really illuminate you and release some of that fear, separation energy that has been placed upon the collective. You are here for a reason. And together we're going to explore what this is all about. So when you're jumping on, say hello, let us know who you are, where you're from. If you resonate, if you have anything to say, let's start this conversation, because I don't know about you, but on my For You page, I've seen a lot of stuff about the rapture and this religious delusion that's happening. Hey Dee, how's it going? Beautiful. So come and join us on YouTube. That's where the full chat, where we're going to really do all this. This is the portal, the healing portal. So we are going to have a special segment in this live stream where we can unify and heal as one, really pull in this source light so we can raise our frequency and the frequency of the collective. So if you wish to do that, come over to YouTube. Let's go. So the rapture. So I can't wait to see, and if anyone has any in-depth knowledge on what the rapture actually is, you can share that in the comments, because what spirit, what source, what the one gives me is just the symbolism and the gist, right? So my understanding of the rapture is that people think that Jesus is going to come back and zap them up to heaven, and they're going to leave their friends, their family, and everything here is going to go to shit, and they're going to live happily ever after. That is my religious interpretation of what the rapture actually is. And this is a massive deception, And the difference between the truth of Christ, you returning home to the one, to your Father, and I'm just getting the delusion. So this is actually happening, right? The rapture is happening. But there is so much fear in relation to how this is going to happen, right? We have two worlds, and we have two realities. We have the truth, and we have the deception. We have the new world, and we have the old world. The old world is where humanity reside right now. There are many different people at various degrees. There are chosen ones at very different degrees of this ascension journey. The beings, the chosen ones, are the ones that choose to go within and heal. The ones that choose to go within and know the truth, their truth. They know the truth isn't out there, it's in here. And going home, to return home to the one, the Father, means going within and beginning this ascension journey. Means going within. I'm getting introspection. And Source is just saying intro. So this is an intro to that, how to do that. And this is the beginning. It's very interesting, because Source kept throwing these rapture things in front of my face. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, so that's really a thing. Like that there's a day that this is going to happen, people say, right? But as I'm sitting here and I'm speaking with you guys, whether you're watching the live or you're watching the replay, it's just very interesting how Source, the one, really gets this message out, because we have the fear-based version, the delusion, the illusion, and we have the actual truth coming through from the one, from the mother, the father, the child, the spiritual son, the source, your core, your essence. And this is a returning to who we really are, returning. I'm getting to the sun, right? But what I'm seeing is the sun symbol, right? So the monad in which you are, right? The sun. You are the one. And that's what Source once made extremely clear. But you can choose to know this. You can choose to heal, to grow, to see this with your own eyes so you actually know. Or you can choose to stay in that old world system, in the illusion, in this delusion, and thinking that, okay, so now I'm being taken to the God, right? Like, so this old world religious understanding of this God, this external force outside of yourself, known as God. Hey, Shane. Hey, Fuzz. All right, so this journey, this rapture, this is an, okay, hang on. I just need to have some water. The Christ has returned, and you get to choose to do this. One of the things that I was seeing was people like really having breakdowns because they're fearful that they're going to be taken away from their family. They're physically going to be taken, right? That's not what's going to happen. And on the 24th of September, when they don't get physically zapped up to heaven or whatever the hell they think is going to happen, what happens then? It's just another one of those fake lies, another one of those deceptions in that old world matrix system that has people operating from fear, tuning into fear, being fearful about what may happen, being fearful of the unknown, right? And it's very, very sad because they've been hijacked. Like it's this consciousness hijack. And what we're here to do is really know the truth, but not only know the truth because the Christ has returned, this message from the source has come through. It's to walk this path and be the living embodiment of this, because this is the journey home to the one where you walk this path, you heal, you free yourselves from the frequencies, and you tune deeper into yourself, deeper into yourself, deeper into yourself, and you keep delving deeper into yourself. Now, I've walked this path and I have all this knowledge to share, and I actually know because I've done it. And that's what the Christ is, here to share the way, to guide the light. And you are the light, right? So it's like someone's done it. Now is the time that you guys get to choose to walk this path as well. Free from all that religious dogma, okay? This is the rapture, the truth of the rapture, where you get to choose. This is the whole, Spirit saying gift. This is the whole, I'm just saying gift. I'm just keep getting stuck at gift. This is the gift. You get to choose. This journey is about freedom, liberation, sovereignty, where you get to step into your true purpose and know yourself, to activate, to awaken, to unlock your spiritual vision so you see it, so you know it. And no more are we going to invest our energy, our attention, our focus into things on the external Because what we have experienced in this life, and let me know in the comments, so many lies, so many fake promises, right? So many people who will say one thing, but then they will turn around and they will do another, and they will leave us standing there holding the bags, right? The way to the one, to God, because God is your higher self. It's your absolute self. God is that one that's been guiding you. There's so many beings that have had this visitation from this holographic Jesus, right? But that was actually this visitation. It was this you seeing your truth in the mirror. Yet and that's what Source is saying. So seeing that, having that visitation from spirit, any spirits, right? Any divine type, what do we call it? I'm getting archetypes, right? Divine archetypes, okay. Oh, okay, so divine archetypes. So these divine archetypes are, divine is the one, right? So the meaning of divine means wholeness, spiritual wholeness, right? But we are here in the divide, right? So this is one, and this is separation, right? Divine, divide. Okay, we have truth and deception. So we have these, I feel like we're sort of, all right, let's move back into this rapture, because you are the observer, you are the one, you are this in this vessel, you are the consciousness that dwells in this vessel, and you get to learn how to free the frequencies, release those frequencies that distort your vision. So I'm just getting so you can see the truth, the core, the essence, right? So we have the microcosmic, we have the macrocosmic, we have the God, we have God, right? We have the devil, right? We have the future, the new, and we have the past, the old, right? So what we're doing now, when we're having a look at these polarities that I'm expressing to you through the one, we have the axis point, we have the now moment, we have Spirit saying the anchor point, right? And this is you, right? In between both of those, you are this, right? You are both these, and it's about you and what you choose to tune into. So if you are fixed in these old world religious systems that preach fear and separation, segregation, oppression, and worship and all that sort of stuff, right? But that's where you're choosing to put your consciousness. That's where you are anchoring yourself. So what we have is a lot of chosen ones, right? And please do share this with healers, light workers, those beings on this journey, those pure hearts, those heart-led leaders. We need them to see this. We need them to anchor this message. So this is about all of the minds, all of the ones connecting, working as one. So together we can raise the frequency of this planet. Like that's what we've come here for, to unify. No more separation. I know that you have had this life where you felt alone, like you're just missing something, right? It's like just this isolation period. We felt mentally isolated, like no one understands us, like for all of our lives. Like we do these things and people don't see, like so many times we've led with love, and people haven't received this, okay? But that's because they're not your right? They're not your collective. They're your messengers, right? They're your lessons, right? So spirit, source, the one. You've had all these lessons and you've had all these things happen to you, right? That illuminate the separation, that illuminate the darkness, that illuminate the fear, that illuminate the disconnection, that illuminate where you're not free. These experiences in our reality are to trigger growth, and they don't feel good. They don't feel pretty. But this is where everything changes for us, because we get to connect, we get to unify, and we're not going to anchor in to those negative lessons anymore, because they were all negative lessons. Because what they were is they had to be cleared, they had to be purged, they had to be released, and we had to really stand strong and see our value and put up those boundaries. And we are still working on it. We are still working on this self-love, this self-worth, this self-everything. And we're never going to stop. It's always going to be a thing. And spirit is always going to test us. And really, it's up to us to band together, to unify, to work as one, right? When we connect via this YouTube portal or our circle community, because all these YouTube replays are put into circle. The circle is our free community. The God Source Co is our free community where all these YouTube lives are reposted, and you guys get to connect and work as one, right? We're not here to judge one another because we're different, because it's our differences that are going to change everything. We need to be different. We are unique. You are unique. And it's the differences that is going to raise, I'm saying army, like an army. I'm saying raise an army. So the light warrior army, where we are all different. We are all unique, right? We're from all around the world. We different cultures, different everything, just different healing modalities, different ways in which we choose to operate, like different beliefs. And what we're here to do is meet up every week, right? And heal and purge. For those that really want to access the healing tools like the light scale, the record, the cycle of being, to be able to heal these frequencies on autopilot and begin your ascension. We have the other portions of the circle, but right now it's our mission to sow these seeds of illumination freely, right? Because it's the knowledge that actually ultimately heals. Okay. I'm getting various degrees of healing. There is various degrees in healing and things that I offer, right? All of these things have been set up for the one. And like I said, we have to create these boundaries to protect our energy, because if we don't, it's sucked. It's one of the other things that's been coming up a lot. And today, parasitic energy, archonic energy, right? So these very physical type parasites, but also these energetic parasites that infect us and affect us through the thoughts that we think, right? A lot of the thoughts that beings think, it's not the truth, the core, the essence of you. Because if you had those, okay, the thoughts that you think are not you. They are frequency waves that you're tuning into. They are collectives that you're connected to. these beliefs, these lies, these deceptions is separation. So if you thought, this is a big lesson in relation to, like, if you thought, if you are the one, right? You are the mother, the father, the spiritual son, the child of God, right? If you thought that way, you would never have those negative thoughts about yourself. You would never have that self-doubt. You would have the most deepest love and appreciation for who you are. But right now, we're stuck in the matrix, right? In the mind matrix, where we're connected up, plugged into the ancestors, all your ancestors, your being, every life you've ever lived, but you are one, so you've lived every life. You were actually the cosmic egg, right? But anyway, the collective, right? So if we look at A, B, C, right? We've got ancestors, A, we've got C, collective, and in that middle portion, we have the B, the being, right? So who you're being right now, but who you've always been, and you've always been the one. So having a look what we were talking about before, the 1, 2, 3, right? The access point, the anchor point for who you are. It's the being, who you are being. So your consciousness is gold. Your attention, your focus is gold. So it's up to us to really make the effort to serve ourselves, to serve the one, and learn the truth about who we are. And you are the creator. You are the observer. You are the truth. And it doesn't matter what anyone says outside you. Don't let them sway you, because there is so many judgments out there. But you are every archetype. You are every character, right? When we heal, we free ourselves from that noise, because you are the one. You are a divine, infinite being. You are the all. Anchoring into this now moment with us is the most powerful thing you can do. And watch this. Share this, right? Share this with others. Share this in your spiritual communities, right? And then watch as this grows. Watch the power grow. This is where divine revelation comes through, divine gifts, our divine inheritance. We're going to unlock it all, right? But we're not going anywhere, right? We're here, sitting here in the now moment, watching YouTube. But it's what you're connecting to that is the power, the force. What we have is yeah, so hang on, let me have some water. I just keep losing it. Love that, Cameron. Very true, my love. We are consciousness playing with itself. We are free when we realize that we are the source. So the ascension takes a lot of work, and there are no free rides. So those people that think they're going to be saved because they've dedicated themselves to an old world book, they're following themselves to the words written, but not the truth beyond those words and the symbolism. And that's the trap. They're bound to the Antichrist program, to this anti-life system, where they're not going to experience true growth because they're waiting for a shortcut. They're following a lie. they're bound by belief. And if we look at that word believe, the word lie is encoded within that. So they're always going to be tied to deception. So I'm sharing this knowledge from the source because that was very prevalent this morning, where I was seeing those that are trapped in the illusion, suffering delusion, religious delusion, and they're so fearful. There is not one person that is going to be saved this way. The one that returns to Christ is the one that goes within and begins healing. The one that chooses to know themselves. So please share what you think in the comments. Share if you have anything to add to this. And now we're going to do our healing portion. So if you wish to heal, join us over on YouTube or Circle, right? But the replay is not available in Circle yet. If you're watching the replay on Facebook, come over to Circle or to YouTube and let's get this healing thing started, okay? So what we do here is we use this hand pose, okay? This is the absolute hand pose. This is what we use. This is how we hold it, right? Okay. Now, to receive this healing, this is very specific. You must write in the comments, I am, because you are the I am, right? Open. And if we look at that word open, O-P-E-N, right? O-P-E-N. Now the word one is within that word, but also is P, because you are a portal of this, right? So I am open, right? So anyway, I am open. Write that in the comments. And let's do this, all right? So hand pose, this is very important. We need to unify. Again, what were we talking about? The polarity, right? We need to anchor in, okay? We need to anchor. So you've done the things. You're over on YouTube, Circle, you're doing the hand pose, you're writing in the comments, I am open. I'm not going to make this easy. The spirit source, the one, is not going to make this easy because there's been a whole heap of people on this journey that have really just wanted a free ride. Okay, they've just wanted to not do the inner work, not wanted to show up. And that's what the rapture is really, in essence, all about. People who just want a free ride. They're like, oh yeah, I've obeyed the book. I'm this, I'm that. I'm in this religious cult. So I'm going to heaven, right? I'm going to get this free ride. No, 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 right? Source, the one, the spiritual son, God, right? Your absolute self, God. Again, that way, right? God. That's beautiful to see those comments. And thank you guys. Because I'm here for the ones that actually show up. I've had it with those people who are like, oh yeah. You know, those people that say one thing and do another. Like my collective don't do that. My collective show up. My collective don't hide in the shadows. Right? And it's all about connection, right? This collective is all about connection. Now, how do we connect? Through communication, right? The word co is such a powerful word. And yes, we are doing this healing session as I am talking, right? That's it, Simon. You got to, this path to spiritual wholeness is not easy because the shadows that we are faced with, right? We have to push through them. So many hard lessons, hard knocks. I just love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm so excited of what we're going to get to do together. And it's just about showing up and connecting. Again, connect, co. Like, so look at those words, like the co words, like this co-creation, right? Communication, collective, community. It's all about the cooperation. So what's actually happening is you are doing these things. You are affirm, like you're actually putting down that I am open, right? I am open. You are doing the hand pose. So what's actually happening right now is this light is coming through from, and this is all connected to you and your blueprint, okay? So it's coming through from the higher realms, from the divine realms, from the source. It's coming in through the back of your solar plexus into your higher heart. So let me know in the comments if you do feel any of this, right? If you are energetically sensitive, if you are seeing this, if you're visualizing this, it's up to us to share, to grow, to really collaborate. There's another one of those code words, to really share our individual experience, because again, it's our individuality that is really key to this. It's our uniqueness. It's your I'm just getting your golden stamp, right? Like, as I'm seeing the word stamp. Like, I'm not sure why I'm seeing a postage stamp, but I'm seeing a postage stamp, and I'm seeing. So I'm not sure if Source is alluding to the time stamp. This is a time stamp, really. In our awakening and our ascension, in our whole lives, we've had these golden illuminated time stamps, right? Where these big things have happened, these synchronistic things have happened, and we haven't. It is live. Yes, it is, Jared. So right now we're just doing our healing thing. So just bring your hand into this hand pose, because we're anchoring light right now. We are unifying, because it's like all of us are doing this action, all right? And do go back and watch if you guys are just jumping on now, just watch the replay later, because this will make a lot more sense. Because we're talking about this anchor point. And if you have a look at this, it's like an A as well, like ascension, anchor point, the axis, right? Where we are really tuning into this higher consciousness. We're drinking this golden elixir, right? So what's actually happening is this frequency is healing us. It's healing you. By you showing up and doing the things, following the instructions from spirit, it's actually happening. So you are bringing in this light from source. It's coming in through the back of your solar plexus chakra, your golden umbilicus, because that's our connection, our little, so when we're talking about the Christ child, the mother, the father come together to create this child, right? Again, it's symbolic, right? So in the physical realm, the mother and the father come together, right? And they create a child, right? The child is the symbolic one of those two parents coming together. So this is the same thing in the spiritual realm, right? The mother, the father come together to create the child. And you are that cosmic child. So now is this invitation, spirit is saying, source is saying, the Christ is saying, it's an invitation, the rapture. And this time it's actually happening, but it's not happening like people have interpreted from old world texts, because this is the new. This is the truth from heaven. And when I say heaven, you are heaven, you are hell, right? It's your blueprint. So now is the time you begin this journey from the red, from the 3D to higher dimensions. It's very, very exciting. And I have so much cool, crazy shit to share. There's a lot of beings that have accessed some of this knowledge through the membership portal. But hey, I'm showing up live now. Oh, is it 144? Oh, I'm just missed it, Paul. It's 145 now. So at 144, it's a frequency, okay? It's a frequency. This is unity consciousness, where we are all connecting, working as one, and together right now in this, we are anchoring the light. Just by aligning, right? Because you are actually, right, bringing both of those positive and negative, the mother and father, right? Think of a battery, the plus and the minus, right? The mother and the father, right? Think of a battery that you stick in where it's got the plus and the minus. You are this battery. You are this source of power, my friend. Okay, so what we're actually doing is we're bringing the mother and the father together, and you are the one. Okay, you are the child. You are this divine instrument, and we get to explore together. Now, this has been quite a long live stream. I wasn't intending it to go so long. So we're going to leave it there, guys. It has been very exciting. Very exciting indeed. And please do feel free to continue on this conversation in the comments. Head over to Circle, and look, you can post in there like Facebook and everything. It's really kind of cool. That's a space that I've created, the God Source Co. So you guys have a space, all right? It's home, right? And we want to be able to share our truths and our different perspectives, to help others, right? Now, the way that you see things may not be the way that I see things, or other people will see things, or vice versa, right? But what we're doing is we are allowing this connection. And the more that we connect, we collaborate, we share, we grow, right? This is what we're here to anchor, these golden threads of illumination. We're here to anchor this divine light into this grid. And by just doing this, by showing up, by doing all the things, that's what's happening. Hey, Simon, you can watch the replay in YouTube, and I'm going to post the replay over in our Circle community as well. I am so blessed. I'm so excited, because it's like, for so long we've been sort of pushing through the shadows, and I've had my collective that I've been working with for like all this time. They've really supported me, and we've supported one another and all that sort of stuff. But now the riches, the gold from Spirit saying, sources saying the payoff. So when we go through all this darkness and we just think it's like never ending, it's like all these, it's like trials and tribulations. We go through these trials and tribulations, and it's just like, God, I may as well just give up, because it's just one thing after another, like dark lesson after dark lesson. Sure, there's illumination through there, and deeper knowledge and all that sort of stuff, but it's like, how many knocks can I take? Am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? And the reason it's felt like this is because we've been separate. All of us, we've been alone. We've been operating in the Antichrist program, cut off from one another. But this is why we're doing these lives, so we can really heal that, so we can release that separation. I went to say it's like deprivation. Oh, okay, deprivation. Deprivation. I'll have to Google that word. It's like we've been deprived from one another. Now we get to. Oh, I love that, Paul. Yes, now we get to turn lead into gold. Thank you, Paul. All right, beautiful beings. It's been amazing. I'm very, very excited. We've got 11 people watching. All you guys, head over to Circle. I'm just about to post that. Mwah. Freaking love yous. And this is the beginning of something quite divine. Now, if you don't, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, so you do get notified when I do these like impromptu, these like one-off lives, right? And we do have a weekly series, a weekly live. This was just one of those things that had to happen, like one of those things that Source is just like throwing this rapture stuff in my face over and over again. So I had to get on here and share the truth from the God source about what the rapture actually is and how we are going to do this together. Strip away the fear, coming through with that love energy from the Father, from the mother, so you, the child, can really just know, okay, and be supported. I'm seeing this loving embrace of the father and the mother and the little baby, right? So you are the cosmos's little baby. You are so special. You are so loved. You have no idea the lessons that you have been through. It's been yeah, it's been a lot, okay? But I'm hopeful. This message is coming through. Oh, Spirit's saying, no, I am hope. So my name is Nadine. It means hope, apparently. And I'm here to share that with you because it is possible. True love is possible. And you are going to find that in yourself when you merge with the one.